Have you ever pondered the profound impact of a single word, especially a word like abuse? A term that carries with it a depth of pain and a weight of trauma that's difficult to fully comprehend. Today, we delve into the dark corners of this societal menace and shed some light on the facts and figures that surround the issue of abuse. Around the world, the statistics on abuse are staggering. According to the World Health Organization, 1 in 3 women worldwide have experienced physical and/or sexual violence in their lifetime, mostly by an intimate partner. This is not a distant problem. It's happening to our neighbors, our friends, our family members. Meanwhile, the United Nations Children's Fund reports that approximately 40% of children aged 2 to 17 have suffered physical punishment at the hands of their caregivers, at least once. This is a reality for countless children who live each day under the shadow of fear and violence. Abuse is not limited to physical violence. Psychological abuse, a form of torment that's often invisible but deeply scarring, affects millions. The American Psychological Association reveals that nearly half of all women and men in the United States have experienced psychological aggression by an intimate partner. Elder abuse, too, is a silent epidemic. The National Council on Aging estimates that approximately 1 in 10 Americans over the age of 60 have experienced some form of elder abuse. Yet only 1 in 14 cases of elder abuse is reported to authorities. The numbers paint a grim picture, reflecting a reality we can no longer afford to ignore. But numbers are only half the story. Behind each statistic is a human being, a person with dreams, hopes, and a desire for safety and respect. Each victim of abuse carries a story that deserves to be heard, and each story is a call to action for all of us. Understanding the scope of abuse is the first step. The next is to realize that change is possible. It starts with acknowledging the problem, educating ourselves and others, and creating safe spaces for victims to speak out and seek help. It involves challenging the stigma associated with abuse, promoting zero tolerance for any form of violence, and working towards a culture that values respect, empathy, and justice. To summarize, today we've delved into the alarming statistics surrounding abuse globally: physical, sexual, psychological, and elder abuse. We've emphasized the importance of acknowledging these issues, bringing them out of the shadows and into the light. But remember, this is not just about numbers. It's about people, about lives that are profoundly affected by abuse. It's about breaking the silence and fostering a culture that encourages open and honest conversations about abuse. The fight against abuse is a collective endeavor. It's a call to action for each one of us. Because at the end of the day, change begins with a single word, a single voice, a single step forward, and together we can make a difference.